The month of March is full of St. Patrick's Day parades, and they are so impressive with their bagpipers and the dancers and everything. But the one thing that really turns heads in these parades is the convoy of fire trucks and first responder vehicles. And the ones that really impress the folks are the antique ones. And today I'll be showing you two of these antique trucks on My Ride Garage. I'm here at the Hampton Fire Company today, and I have Rob Albino, President and Lieutenant of the fire company, who was responsible for obtaining a 1960 American LaFrance fire truck. Rob, come on over and tell me about this beautiful truck.
We acquired this from a gentleman in Pine Island. A lot of people may know him. He's a big collector. It's a 1960 LaFrance fire engine. It's a pumper. We got it for a very good price, and our good friends over at Mako in New Hampton agreed to do it for a very reasonable price. We disassembled it, brought it over to Kevin at Mako. Kevin and Melissa restored it. We reassembled it with a great staff of help and used it in our first parade in Middletown last year.
Now, when you say we disassembled it, you mean folks here in the fire company?
Yes.
Not your body shop folks?
No. Everybody here did the work. Donnie, who unfortunately couldn't be with us, was really instrumental in reassembly, but myself and Mike Davies and a whole bunch of guys got here and we just took everything off. From every trim piece, every bumper, fenders, everything came off.
Now, what kind of shape was the fire truck in when you got it?
It wasn't terrible. There wasn't a lot of rust. There was some rust, especially in the compartments. They were rusty, but you know, we got them cleaned up, and then, like I said, Kevin did a great job.
Now, the fire company acquired this truck for what?
Strictly for parades. Yeah, memorials. For parades. That's all. It was an idea. We were sitting in the back room, you know, drinking a few beers and talking about, it wouldn't be fun to have an old parade truck. And I said, oh, I could get you one. I know where I can find them. And sure enough, I found it. And before you knew it, it snowballed into what we have today. And we're so proud of it because it really is awesome.
Now, folks can see this truck in local parades that are coming up. I'm sure there's a few coming up during this summer.
We're going to try to hit as many as possible. Now that we have it, we're all proud of it, and we want to. We also bring it on Santa runs and Easter Bunny runs. We drive around with it and go to local houses in New Hampton and bring Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny.
I'm sure people find it like so impressive. The kids must love it too.
They do. They like it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's great. Rob, thank you. And I also understand you own a fire truck of your own.
I own a 1924 model TT. It's a Boyer apparatus, 3-tank chemical truck. Never been restored.
Oh, wow. Folks, we're going to head on over to Eagle Auto Body on Fulton Street in Middletown to take a look at Rob's truck next. So now we are here at Eclectic Cars, which is part of Eagle Auto Body Shop that Rob Albino owns. And what we have here is Rob's own fire truck. Rob, you got to tell me about this. This is a Model TT?
It's a 1924 Model TT. It's a Boyer 3-tank chemical engine, it's called. It's never been restored, and that's how I came to desire it. I actually traded a vehicle for it. It runs and drives, and we plan to parade it with that LaFrance that we did through New Hampton.
So nothing on this has been touched? You found it like this?
This is the way I got it. The only thing I have done to it is a little mechanical. But other than that, it is completely original, never been restored.
Wow. Now, I notice it has a hand crank in the front. You have to hand crank this to start it, or?
It has a hand crank as a backup, but it does have an electric starter.
Now, how long have you owned this?
Not quite a year.
Rob, this is really cool. Now, these are
wooden spoke wheels, yes.
Yeah. Wow, that is really good. Is that the original hose too?
It's the original hose. You can tell them how this operated is there was a bottle that was inserted into the tank of water. And in arrival at a fire scene, there is actually a hammer lever inside the tank, and you would break the bottle, and it would create a chemical reaction and pressure, and then you could operate the hose that way.
Oh my gosh. And what was the mile per hour that as high as this goes?
I think it'll do 50. I don't believe. I haven't tried it because...
At 50 miles an hour, there's no rushing to any fire too soon.
No.
Right? Rob, thank you so much. And your eclectic car business, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I'm a collector myself. I have quite a few. I also storage and consign old cars for people. There's a nice Lincoln here. I got a Model A 32 we're working on, and there's a Buick outside. We have quite a few here. Now,
people can see your inventory on your website or?
On the website at eclecticcars.com.
Wonderful. So folks, if you're riding by on down Fulton Street, just take a look and you will see through the windows some really fine automobiles. And feel free to stop in and ask about any of these cars if you're interested. Rob, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Well, folks, you have seen two impressive fire trucks today, and in fire departments all over the area, they also have antique fire trucks, and I'm sure that once, the story runs on this, we will be hearing more from them, and I welcome them. Two organizations that work very hard to preserve the fire apparatus are Catskill Fire Cats and the Fairchester Hose Haulers. You can look them up on the web. They do have websites, and they really are very active in preserving vehicles such as these. Be sure when you are driving down the road to give your first responders a wave, and also more importantly, the right of way. This is Donna Kessler. Till next time, thanks for coming in and talking shop with me today on My Ride Garage.